Today we're talking about solvents. Solvents.
There's levels to solvents, man.
Oh, yes there is. Solvents, guys. Solvents are going to be, you use them to break down, adhesives, deep work. It's a different category of cleaning that I don't think people really talk about too much.
It's a specialty.
Yes.
Definitely a specialty.
Well, we're gonna go deep into our real world applications and how we use solvents and why we use solvents and what we use them on. The level and the strength of the solvent can determine on a lot of different things. Where you should use it, how you should use it, if you should use it. So you have everything from what's that brand? Something spirits, mineral spirits. Then you have stuff like Solvent X by PNS. Tar and sap removers are generally solvents. I don't know if insect removers are considered solvents.
Like chemical? Was that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like bug removers. Mm-hmm. I don't know if those are solvents. But so solvents were something that you don't always necessarily need a solvent, but when you do need a solvent, it's good to have one. And we're learning this year that it's more pivotal to have multiple solvents instead of just one. So today we're going to be going over the KCX Orange line. The KCX Orange line that's available in America currently has, so we have PPS, Orange Power, T, and ULEX. We're going to go over those today. So let's start with the Orange Power. Orange Power right here. This stuff here, I had a bottle for a long time, and as I kind of learned how to use it and started to apply it in different scenarios and felt comfortable with it, I use this stuff a lot now. It's fantastic. In the KCX training, they actually show you, they give you a good example off the get-go of what it's capable of doing. So you have a clear understanding, okay, next time that happens, I could attack that, boom, it's done. We even have videos where we've shown how to use it on certain things. My favorite area to use this stuff on is the floor mats. The floor mats that have built up, it can be grime. You just get those nasty flat brown things in the carpets. You're like, what's that, gum? It's not always gum. It's like, what is that?
Like a melted hard candy.
Yeah, it's like,
Jolly
what
Rancher.
is this? Just nasty. Like anything that's like rough. This guy right here, I pour it on a towel and I just let it sit. I just let that thing sit and I do other stuff. Mm-hmm. Then I come back, then I'll take care of it. Anything that's smaller than that, I kind of go through and work. There's things where you could just go through and lightly go over it and you'll literally start to see it break up and fall to pieces.
Where I use this at, and then it saved me time, is removal of stickers. We're talking about like where the registration is, because all the other stuff is too strong, especially on the delicate part, the dash.
Oh yeah,
because there's been some discoloration before with other things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This right here, it's just enough to get that goo off there, because if it's baked on the sun a lot, sometimes it's rough, man. I had no problems with the OP.
Yeah, and if you're wondering about trying to get a ballpark, figure of what's the strength of this, it's strong. It's going to be stronger than your Goo Gone or your Goof Off or that stuff. So when you go and buy those, oh, that one's industrial strength. This is stronger than that.
So like I would scale to 1 to 10. I say this about 4 or 5.
Yes,
4 or 5.
So it's a very effective interior use. This is the only one out of the line I would use, period, on interiors. I wouldn't even try to put anything else on interiors, but I've used this to remove gum, stains, sticky areas of stuff, things that are just, it's like, Sal, I need the ULEX.
Wacky tobacco, right here.
Oh, yes, yes, there you go. All of that stuff, tar, anything like that on the inside, in the cup holders, things like that. This works really good on. You just got to be careful, guys. It's citrus based and it's, it can tear up some stuff. So use it as directed, read directions, take the proper training. We're just letting you guys know areas that we've used it in and have found very, very good success with. You have anything else for OP?
You
down with OPP?
Well, I like to use this one because you can salvage some towels if you're using this.
Yes.
That's what I like about any of the other. We'll get into that later, but
it's kind of like polishing. Work your way up.
Yeah.
When using these, because you don't want to do something where you didn't have to. You don't want to put yourself through that and have to, because now we're talking business going here forward. So that's OP. Number 2, T. You want to break them off with the T right here? You would say Sal uses these a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
I generally use this guy here or the other one we'll talk about, but I think Sal uses this one quite a bit.
Yeah, I use T a lot. So T on the scale 1 to 10, I'll say this is around 6, 7.
Okay.
6,
7. 6, 7. That's what you do.
Youngsters over here. Yeah, I do about 7, 8. Have a 7, 6. And T is I use on the exterior, only on the exterior, and we're talking the sap, and we're talking tar. And how I scale it is if I'm able to put my finger on it, and it comes off a little bit with my finger on the glove, it's getting the T.
Okay, see, there you go, guys. There you go. There you go. That's game that you need to be writing down. If you're like, I don't know. Yo, if you can move it, if the sap's moving, T.
Yeah.
If that's primarily the sap you're getting, T.
T. And that usually is the threshold. Okay, I'm gonna get the T. And when we use T, we use it in the prepping stages. We're talking exterior.
Yes.
So we try to catch all those at the very beginning when we're hitting it with the magic wheel cleaner, hitting it with the
It's still getting some cleaning on that surface.
Major cleaning is happening right now.
Yeah. And that's like one of the first steps. It's not, I think it's after pre-wash we do the talk, because then you can see, because if you don't do the pre-wash first.
And then also we do it with the pre-wash, and after that, I hit it with this because you have to go in there and neutralize this when you're using this stuff. Yeah. And so that's why I like to do it on the second part. So that
both of them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Great. Glad you said that on the prep work where we're not doing this in the detailing phases.
Yeah. This is
cleaning right here. Yeah. So that's why I like to use T. And T. What I like about that, it's strong, but not strong enough where you have to throw your towel away. Yeah. So you get a spare towel when you use T.
I use T primarily. Go ahead.
Also T too when you know you have gum on those floor mats. Orange Power is not going to do it. Yeah. T is going to I get a little cap and put it on there and come back to that thing and let that thing marinate, and this will break it down real nice. Let me do the smell. I forgot how it smells.
I don't know. You tripping? The tea?
Yeah, it smells like a real adhesive remover. Yeah, this is a real adhesive remover to smell.
So this is probably as strong as what most of them are in the detailing game. Mm-hmm. Just so you guys know, we've used a lot of different ones, and I'm sure you guys have too. This is about as strong as the standard in the detailing industry. T I use, and it gets the job done on scuffs, small little scratches, the areas where the little claw marks behind the door handles, stuff like that. Fantastic for removal of tar on the exterior, also the exterior lips. Like if we ever use a towel with ULEX or T, I didn't want to say ULEX, but we all know it's coming. But or T, we're using that towel for whatever that car needs. Yeah. Like it's because those towels are going to be gone. We're tossing those towels, so it's like, yo, Sal, we might as well hit the lips of the vehicle with that. We might as well hit
that bottom
behind
of
the bumpers. Yeah, we might because this is a damn good cleaner. So it's going to pull all that shit off. And like, you want to talk next level prep work in speed up. If you are using ULEX, those are the stages to do it. Running boards, like the areas where it's just like really, really tough. The mechanics of stuff that's just, the small areas of the suspension that are really heavy, really build up, just real quick. But obviously at this point, you should be getting soap on it also to where it's knocking down, it's not doing crazy. You're now at this point just using it as a heavy duty cleaner, but again, neutralize after. Same thing for all of these. Neutralize after. They're prep stages. So if you're following the stages of detailing properly, by the time you get to the end, you should have neutralized already.
If you're mobile, I know a lot of mobile guys don't like to ride with a lot of stuff. You don't need all three. You could get away in your business with this. If we had to go away with all three, we're rolling. We're rolling with T.
Yeah, T's a good one. So we have level 1, level 2, targeted cleaners and solvents. So now we get into the big dog. Some of you cats already know. A lot of you cats already know.
A lot of these guys, they got health problems saying, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is one where I saw people starting to use it. And I was like, man, I already got something like that. I already got mine holds it down. Mine takes care of tar, takes care of stickers, takes care of everything. Did I say we use this one on the tires?
No.
To remove dressings?
No.
Yes.
No, we don't.
This is great to remove dressings on tires. If it's heavy duty, I use the big dog, but I know some people are like, we can't that's like a one-time thing. You know what I mean? It's like, I've never touched this car. I can tell the owner loves his Armor All, and he's been stacking it for a year. Man, I'm not trying to sit here like...
Man, you know what I say about that?
What?
These are tires. They're hitting the nasty of the whatever the world has.
Yeah, but I can see these breaking down into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
come on.
Obviously, but it's over time. Yeah. And we're not going to do that every week. Use, yes. We're not doing this every day or even every month. Like, we're talking maybe a couple times a year. So T would probably be your option, or you can do this if you're trying to, you know what I mean? You're trying to get down like that. But anyway, let's talk about this big dog here. This one, people were saying, I have this. Have you tried this? I said, I don't need to. I got my own. Being stubborn like most of us are. I got my own. Mine is working just good enough for me. And it was lasting me a long time, that one that I had. I had two different ones. I had a tar and sap, and then I had one that was just a little bit stronger than that one. So I'm running with two different ones. And I was introduced to this one. Jeez. We're talking the difference of what this was the level of what I was working with, it felt like, trying to do a ULEX job.
That's a bad mother lover right there.
Tell them what a ULEX job consists, just so people get, just so the folks at home know, okay, what's a ULEX job?
The ULEX is going to get it. Man, we all had those when you do a car and it has that sap that the sun baked it.
Yeah.
And when you go ahead, you're like, oh man. And then you get your fingernail, like, let me see.
Oh, it just press it.
It's just like this
don't
thing
move.
ain't moving.
Yeah.
That's when ULEX comes out. Or that heavy tar. That tar that's thick on there, that's dried on there. Oh, ULEX is coming out.
Yeah.
Don the PPE.
Yeah. Paint removal.
Oh,
like you have like splattered paint or anything thick, like this is gonna break it down.
Paint transfer?
Yes, this is gonna break down. Like we do scuff removal services where before we polish, Sal pulls out the ULEX. Oh, by the way, T recommended for PPF. PPF. You don't want to go ULEX with PPF. Any PPF surfaces, exterior, go with T. Use T.
You can.
This shit will tear that stuff up.
If you know what you're doing, go ahead and use it. They're probably like, I use ULEX on a PPF removal.
But but removal,
yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Removal, yes. That's a job. Or wrap removal, that's a ULEX job. You're like, I was removing this for so-and-so hours. My wax wheel, we were doing an emblem removal. Like it wasn't an emblem removal, it was the side, what is that thing called?
The little door, door
like
protector.
The strip thing that goes on the side. I forget the term for it. But anyway, pulled those off. You got to go in with the wax wheel. You got to remove the adhesive, all that stuff. My wax wheel, they put in work that day. Yeah, it was like, I was like, I can't do it no more. So I was like, what are we going to do? And I still had like half a panel that I had to take care of. ULEX held it down. ULEX ate all of that down. It ate it all down where I was able to polish it and it looked fine. Obviously, it was a little bit more time consuming than using the wax wheel, but if I didn't have a wax wheel, it pretty much saved me. If I would have had to use these two, I would have been there for hours. I think it took me, maybe 45 minutes to get it all off, which even then I was being impatient compared to a wax wheel. That's a lot of time, but I knew I was getting it off. I knew how to use ULEX, and that was my only other option at that time.
Man, on paint transfer, we had someone hit a curb or something, hit a little pole, and they had the yellow paint transfer. This right here is your insurance deductible. Yeah. Right here. This service right here for scratch removal.
Uh-huh. Talk about fast, quick, easy money.
Lord.
Yeah. Because the normal, sometimes even a little polish, like we've had clients who are like, man, I went and got some rubbing compound and I tried to polish it out. Sal will grab, usually when we got a scratch removal service, I jump out the van, if it's on site, I jump out the van, I go talk to the person. Sal already knows what he's getting. Sal gets a 3-inch polisher, he gets the sanding tool bag, he gets the ULEX, and he grabs a couple towels. So we have everything we need. He's literally in a workbench or something, or table. So he's literally bringing that over as I'm talking to the client. And the first thing he does, because you got to clean and prep the surface if you're doing, and he has the waterless wash. Mm-hmm. So the first thing you got to do before any scratch removal, or even be able to see it first, is you got to prep the surface. So Sal goes in there and he sprays it, cleans it, and then he'll hit it with the ULEX to give it a deeper clean. So he's hitting it with the ULEX, and then sometimes
I'm packing it up.
Yeah, sometimes it's gone. So when it's gone, that'd be $150. Yeah, that'll be $200. That'll be $300. But so that's sometimes what we do. It's just, if it's not a surface scratch, and sometimes they're gnarly. Sometimes it's just like on a white vehicle and it's just deep and it's just caught up dirt in there that even when you wash, you don't get the dirt out, or it's just on a certain angle where it's maybe seen only in a certain type of light or a certain type of day or whatever. The ULEX sometimes just does enough to rid all of that and you're good to go. You can say, look, there's still a scratch in there, but because all scratches, they never go away until you sand them down. They're always there. All you're doing is rounding the edges and cleaning it out, really. So this stuff here pretty much does the same thing. It won't round those edges like an abrasive will, but it's going to clean it out and it's going to remove any of that stuff. It just eats it away. So ULEX, you got a heavy job.
This is the acid. This is acid.
Yeah, that's how intense it is. Mm-hmm. Like it's intense. Like don't pull ULEX out until you need it. Like that's last resort. But when you need ULEX, that thing could cut whatever job you have. It could cut the job out real quick. We've done things where it's like, yo, man, I just hit it with the ULEX. Okay, all right. Before ULEX, it used to take us 3 hours. Now this little process takes us 20 minutes or 30 minutes. It's that big of a difference, but you got to be very careful with it.
I don't know what the heck is in there. Yeah. But you said be careful. Now, when you use ULEX, whatever you use, respirator, and
don't use it inside ever. I don't care how big your shop is. I don't care how many square footage you're in. I don't care how high your ceilings are. Yeah. I don't care how well ventilated it is. Yeah, just don't use it indoors. Period.
If you got employees, you go on. They use ULEX inside.
No,
you know all about workman's comp.
Yeah.
It's that serious.
Yes, use with the highest of caution. Let me put it that way. Use with the highest of caution. It's up there with acid.
It'll eat your gloves. It'll run through some gloves.
Yes, it will.
Show.
Yeah. And we're talking 8 mil. It'll run through some 8 mil gloves like that. So whenever I use ULEX, I actually put two sets of gloves on.
Double bag it.
I'll put 2 sets of gloves on, and I'm not using the same. It'll pretty much tear up everything that it's coming in contact with. So again, neutralize, use with extreme caution, but man, does it get the job done. ULEX definitely gets the job done. When you need something that dirty work, like man, this is the roughest of the rough. go grab the ULEX. Like that's when it sounds like. It sounds like I need the ULEX. If I say, oh, you need the ULEX? Okay, I know he's gonna be working on something for a while.
Yes.
Like I know it's serious. This is no laughing matter. And he says, grab the ULEX. And if you guys are those cheapos who are like, oh, because we use the ripping rags for ULEX, because don't try to save no ULEX towels.
Man, I did everything to try to save the towel. You know what I mean? Because like,
it ain't worth it. And we've done it with some big Koreans because that's all we had. But it's like, yo,
I dumped the whole bottle of Green Star. Rinseless.
No.
I even hit the whole thing with FU.
It'll still have the.
You are not getting rid of that smell, man.
Yeah. So
if you're working mobile, throw this in the client's trash can.
Don't throw it. Try to get it in some water, like immediately.
And put a cap over it,
immediately, and put it in. I would say put it in a container or a baggie or something. Put that thing. Yeah. And disregard it as soon as possible. But I would even discard it I even pour like a cup of water and then I put it in there and then I'll just leave it in the trash.
I messed around, man. It was during the summer. I had to use it. I had it on a towel and I only used a little bit of it. So I forgot about it. And
that's the thing. A little bit, it'll.
And I thought it was a clean towel and I was sweating. So I went to
no.
And I got a little right here. Oh, man. Like Bengay on my face. That's exactly how it felt like. Oh man.
Yeah, ULEX, don't play no games with ULEX. You gotta be on point. And don't be trying to do this shit with no gloves. I know some of you out there. I see you guys on Instagram extracting and shit, getting no gloves. Got your hands all on the seat with all that funk coming up. Nasty work. Get some gloves. Oh, I don't want to use gloves. I don't need gloves. Yes, you do. That shit's nasty. Shit's all on your fingers and stuff.
Hey man,
but don't try that shit with ULEX. ULEX will have them fingers.
Hey, all this stuff, it's all ready to use. We don't dilute nothing. We go right into it.
Yeah.
We know some guys that put this on the sprayer. It's going to eat through your sprayers. It's going to tear them up.
Yeah, that's like one of those. Any of the solvents we've tried. We even tried with what was it? Tea? I think I tried with tea. I put the sprayers on and it just, even we have we have the IK solvent specific sprayers. So something like that may help. But again, they're not like solvent proof, just like the acid ones aren't acid proof. They're resistant. So they're always going to say, take them out, rinse them out, if you want to do all that, whatever. But yeah, much easier to apply if you are using, but I like it more controlled. I don't want to put a sprayer on these because if I spray them, then you never know. If you spray it may hit something that you don't want it to hit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be careful with this. So, but check them out. They're all available. Car Supplies Warehouse. We'll leave them all linked in the description below for you. But yeah, that's the orange line from KCX.